What's up, guys? Ball Cards in the Attic here today to talk about baseball cards that have been edited, the photo's been changed in some way, and a few other topics as well. Um, Now, this is nothing new. Everyone knows that these companies edit the photos and, sometimes completely change the jersey that the player is wearing. People have made videos about this, articles, tons of stuff. But these are some of the more, famous, well-known, or maybe not well-known but examples, Ken Griffey Jr., his iconic rookie card is actually him in his minor league uniform. And then Honus Wagner, maybe you didn't know about that one. It actually doesn't say Pittsburgh on his shirt. It's just a regular photo of him there, with nothing across his chest. So this is nothing new. It's been going on forever. Some funny ones that I found. Richie Ashburn when he went to the Mets, they tried to I don't know if the image was flipped. They tried to write the NY on his hat, and as you can see, the N looks kind of backwards, just looks like a mess. And then also he's kind of holding the bat like just weird. It's just like his hand placement's off, and I don't know, it's pretty funny. And then Nolan Ryan, he was with the Mets. So as you can see, his pinstripe jersey has the blue lines on it. But when he went to the Angels, it literally looks like they hand drew the Angels hat on his head. It looks so fake. So pretty funny there. And then this poor guy, he waited all year for his next baseball card to come out. And oh, it's the same image, but we just flipped it. And we put the Yankee Stadium behind him. So shout out to Tom Morgan. Now, this whole idea of me wanting to do this video started with these two cards here. This is 2021 Topps Chrome SP image. So his base image is him with the Rockies. Um, but he, so what happened was like his base image is with the Rockies because Topps, planned Series 1 or Series 2 or whatever. Um, at the beginning of the year, he was already with the Cardinals, but with production, pre-production and all that stuff, they already had the printers rolling with him, a picture with him in his Rockies uniform. So they said, okay, well, it's kind of too late, but let's just throw in an SP. So I thought this image here looked kind of suspicious to me. This image is his Topps Chrome update, so I thought that made more sense. This looks legit. And it makes more sense when update comes out that you see the player that got traded or the player that signed late or got brought up late in the season. It makes sense to see them with their team rather than see them in Series 1 or Series 2, just depending on the timing. So I asked Major Cards about this, and he said, yeah, he already had a whole post about it. He did it 2 years ago, where the original image was Arenado with the Rockies, and they just edited the photo to make it look like he was with the Cardinals. So kind of a bummer when they do this. Like I get it, but at the same time, it just doesn't feel authentic to me, in a way. But shout out to Major Cards for helping me find that. And we were talking about this image as well. So I wanted to look up like, hey, why is he screaming? What is going on? And there's the details there. It was a home opener, 2021 season. He had a go ahead two-run home run during the eighth inning, so he was pumped. And it's kind of cool because they used this image in Stadium Club for one of his, cards. So it's like just from a different angle, but still a cool image. And then while I was talking about this, doing all this research, that's when Topps dropped Topps Now. Pete Alonso's first Orioles card is officially here. And it's like, well, unofficially, it's not like a real photo of him in a Baltimore jersey. Like the season hasn't started yet. This is edited. He's with the Mets right here, but y'all just like photo edited. I don't know. It just feels cheap to me. It's just like, what's the point? No one's rushing to be like, oh, I got his first card. No, like his first card honestly won't even be in Series 1 because that's gonna come out soon, and I know they already got that stuff printed out and ready to go, and he's gonna be in his Mets, jersey. Maybe Series 2, he might be in an Orioles uniform, but I mean, realistically, it would make sense if they put his first card in update, or Series 2 if it's not too late. But this kind of stuff is just cheap to me. It's tacky. They do this all the time, you know. And they've been doing it with basketball lately too. Like, oh, his first Dallas Mavericks card or whatever it is, a guy that gets traded. It's just like cheap. So I was talking to other people, and this person said, "This is undoubtedly Manny Ramirez when he was on the Red Sox because that is 100% Fenway Park. Um, Giants were in Fenway at one point. Local restaurant chain 99 Pub and Grill ad is behind them. Fits his jersey number on the Dodgers. And finally, you notice anything missing?" And for a second, I'm like looking all over the place. And he's like, "It's the umpire." I'm like, yeah, that's true. It's so weird. So we got the Dodgers playing the Giants in Fenway in Boston. So pretty funny. And then I was trying to like look at the crowd to see like is anyone wearing anything that's Red Sox related? But another example of a weird edited photo. This one from the same guy. Shout out SFO Sox fan, Adrian Beltre with his teammate behind him. Obviously, Red Sox player right there. Can't really tell who that is. And then, oh, now he's with the Rangers. So they just zoomed in a little bit. Yeah, and they took that guy out of the back. And again, I was looking for a Red Sox gear in the background, like a fan or whatever, like maybe this guy. And see, they kind of changed up the image there because the player is gone now. It's just sloppy, like looks dumb. And then he sent me this David Ortiz Stadium Club Chrome. He's wearing a white shirt, but then in this one, the regular Stadium Club paper, Mike Napoli's right there on his shirt. So it's weird how they just like decide to edit things sometimes. This happens a lot in Bowman. A lot of the prospects, they do edits like this. This is the original photo, by the way, of him in the minor leagues. And they're like, oh, hey, he hasn't been brought up yet, but let's put him in a Diamondbacks jersey. So I don't know. Don't quite agree with that. Just doesn't feel like authentic to me. Another example, Scherzer in Topps Chrome with the Mets. Scherzer, same exact picture, but with the Dodgers now in Sapphire, which came out later. Same thing with the Chrome. And so yeah, that just doesn't feel authentic to me. Jackson Merrill wearing number 3, but oh, here's his autograph. Now he's wearing number 70. So these were all sent to me by somebody on my Instagram. Totally switching topics here. Um, because this video is just a bunch of topics I wanted to talk about in one video. But if you don't know what these are, basically every year since 2022, Allen and Ginter has this mini insert set where they have put in the World Series champions. So, for example, 2021, the Braves win the World Series. So, in the 2022 product, they have like basically the whole team, a mini that says World Series champions on it. And you could collect the whole team, but they're extremely rare to find. Never pulled one. When they first came out, it took a while for them to pop up on eBay. There's some on eBay right now, but man, if you're talking about getting like the best players, Freddie Freeman, um, Altuve for the next year, maybe Corey Seager for the Rangers, and then Ohtani for the Dodgers, forget it. They're expensive. Um, Now, what I wanted to say about this was the first year, 2 years, they did a pretty good job by writing on the card that these are the World Series champions. And then like the last 2 years, um, they like totally took that away. For the Rangers, it just says World Series. And then the Dodgers design, it just got worse. It just like progressively got worse. It just says World Series on it. Now, this is the 2025 product right here for Ohtani, because they won in 2024. So next year, because they won this year in 2025, when 2026 Allen and Ginter drops, the Dodgers are going to have another set of cards. And apparently these are numbered out of 24 this year, the Ohtani one. So pretty hard to find, but I just wish they would have been consistent on like putting that title there, like champions in cursive or whatever. Um, Shout out to Ginter Astros. He's done a great job, collecting the whole team pretty much. Uh, that's really impressive. I mean, this Altuve, like you never see it. I've been waiting for it to pop up on eBay. Um, but yeah, Trey Mancini, if you forgot, really cool. So shout out to him. Acuna, this is the first year they came out with them. So for example, like the 2020 Dodgers, they didn't have that set yet for 2021. The first time these came out was in 2022. But yeah, and if you don't remember, Acuna didn't play at all the entire 2021 postseason, but he's still part of the team, still a World Series champion, so he gets a card. Says a little bit about him in the back. See, same thing with this one. World Series champions. Says it on the back as well. That one doesn't. Says game one. This is what he did. You know, gives you a little bit about it. The design is nice. Everything about it is really nice. Here we go. Rangers. Just says World Series. Blah, 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 blah. He joined, you know, ALCS. Doesn't say anything about like that they won. We know they won, but I just wish they would have added a little bit more there, especially this one. I think this is like instead of this A and G like logo here, if it could have said like champions inside right here, that would have been nice. Second world champion. Oh, in 5 years. Okay. So they won in 2020, then they won again in 2024. The club helped the club. I was like, what? They put that? I thought they were saying he won two. I'm like, why did they put it on last year's card? Tiny posted 2 homers and 6 runs. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, see, cool design. This looks a little off. Cool, but I don't know. I just wish it would say World Series champion. So yeah, that's what's been on my mind lately. Just checking out Allen against her and then like noticing photo edits on cards. But that's about it. I'm gonna really look forward to finding some of these Astros cards. Again, like I said, they said the Dodgers ones this year, they're out of 24. So wishing me luck trying to find out Altuve. All right, guys, you go out and have an awesome time collecting and don't go broke spending all your money. See you later.